Although Bali is a small island, it still has a very unique culture. It has strong traditions and social structures which are still practiced by most citizens today. Since globalization began, there has been an increasing amount of outside influences on the Balinese culture as well as the art. Is it possible for an island with such a strong culture to still be internationally minded in its art? Could Balinese art ever successfully meet something like this? One of the most well-known Balinese painting styles is Kamasan style, named after the place it is from, Kamasan. Kamasan style has been around for hundreds of years. The paintings look very flat and have no depth. They depict stories from the Ramayana or Mahabharata.
With Balinese painting, you have to put your nose and to read. You see to read the details and the story. It's a different way to see to paint, yeah, and their technique as well. Yeah. The Balinese artist, it's the finger that moves here. In Balinese tradition, you see the transmission of knowledge is very much like in the Western Middle Ages, yeah, from master to disciple, you see.
Kalau di sini bapaknya kan sudah keturunan.
Oh ya.
Sudah dari zaman almarhum. Yang pertama kali bikin wayang di Kertagosa.
The Kertagosa is a famous old pavilion with a roof full of Kamasan paintings. The original Kamasan paint is made from natural materials.
Di seawater, lem, merah.
Another old painting style is Batuan style from the village of Batuan. It is painted with black ink as well as a little bit of color. Batuan paintings often look very dark and mysterious.
The Kamasan style was very flat, only two-dimensional, and Batuan style really three-dimensional because they do in black and white with a technique called as sigar mansi. It is the process of the painting done by ink. They want to make a depth of the painting to show us which part is closer to us and which part is far from us. So the one far, they said the darker, and the one closer, they said the lighter.
Kamasan and Batuan style had both existed for a long time. When in the 1920s foreigners came to Bali to paint, the Balinese people reacted very internationally minded. The Balinese artists learned from these foreigners and combined the new materials and freedom of expression with the traditional Kamasan and Batuan techniques, thereby creating a new style, young artist style.
The Westerners, for example, they brought paper, yeah? So paper, you see, gave more suppleness to the drawing line. Yeah?
When they come to Bali, they live in Bali, they together with the local artists here. So they also teach the local artists, the young one, how to make painting. Combine not only in the way of Balinese painting, but also in Western style. The ripple of Western artists give significant progress for the development of the painting in Bali, like how to use color, like the ripple of water space from Borneo to Bali. The technique of doing young artist style, they still sketch on the canvas, but then they color directly. They don't pass black and white like traditional, like the old traditional we had. So that's why the color of knife style rather bright, but traditional is darker.
Since young artist style began, the Balinese art has kept developing. Now, the newer generation of artists each put a unique spin on their art, creating internationally minded contemporary art with both traditional aspects as well as Western influences.
For example, you have people like Erawan or like Seeker, you see. They their art becomes, they transfer Balinese philosophy into modern shapes. The newest generation, they were born in a city world. Yeah? They were not the ones who are 20 or 25 now. They were shaped by the city. They were not shaped by the villages. Yeah? So their problematic is more global. You know? So there is issues like which you find all over the world. Yeah, what about the construction of the past? You see, what about ecology, gender issues? Their perspective is the one you find everywhere.
Teja Astawa is one of these artists. He paints global and local issues in a modernized Kamasan style.
Now the issue, the big issue radias, yeah, big issue in Bali.
Therefore, Teja makes a painting depicting a Bali dog.
My painting modern, like a collaboration with traditional collaboration, mix, what is it? Mix.
Nyoman Erawan, a famous Balinese painter, combines abstract splash painting with Kamasan techniques.
Belajar dari modern dan belajar dari tradisi itu adalah wilayah yang membawa kita suatu pengalaman yang multikultur ya, antara tradisi dan modern, antara barat dan timur gitu. Di antara itu menjadi mix. Saya cenderung mengatakan sekarang itu terjadi pada perkembangan seni rupa kontemporer, seni rupa global.
To answer the question from the beginning, yes, it is definitely possible to merge traditional Balinese art with the Western painting techniques. The Balinese culture is and has always been internationally minded enough to accept outside influences, creating a whole new beautiful art form, which allows the artist to take the best from both worlds and create unique and stunning art that is specific to the internationally minded culture of Bali.